What's happening, Ice Cubes? My name is Matt IceQ, and welcome to this very overdue vlog. Um, I wanted to talk about some things, mostly regarding with the state of the channel. And you guys may have noticed that my amount of content recently has taken a dip. I'm not releasing videos as often as I could be, and there are some factors to consider for that. Mostly because I'm working on getting an entirely new setup right now. So I have to really focus on work rather than making videos. And I made this decision a while back to kind of step away for a while. This was mostly a decision I made during uh, when I was playing DMC4. It was actually towards the very beginning, and that was around the time that I left the role play team with Mania and them, uh, and we've been on very uneven terms since then. Um, very limited communication between all of us. Except Chris, because I needed to get Chris's computer. I did fulfill my promise on getting Chris's computer, so I have that. And I don't regret that because Chris is a great guy. I enjoy his company a lot, and I'm really glad that he's enjoying his new computer. But the main reason that I focused on taking a step back was not just for the new setup and that I have to work to make the money for that, because I work 35, 40 hours a week to not only pay bills, but also to save for things that I want. And I'm hoping to get my new system, my new desk, my new computer, my new webcam, basically new everything by mid-April. Hopefully mid-April, because I want to do some stuff by that time. Now, what this means for this channel is that my content is going to slow down a lot. One of those factors is I am not always in the mood to record videos. If I do sit down and record many videos, it's because that I was in the mood for many videos. Like the other night, I recorded Nox Timor and my entire Halo Combat Evolved video all in one. And I sat down and did all of that all at once. Because I was in the mood for that. And I did Combat Evolved for my 300 sub special. I know we're back down to 299, but it's up. I can't take it back now. But I wanted to do that game specifically because not only did I find out that that was what the update for the Master Chief Collection was, is that Combat Evolved was added, but hopefully soon that means I'll be able to do some multiplayer with Chris, because I want Chris to come and join us, and if I can talk her into it, I want to see if Mania will come and do multiplayer with us, because I think that's a really fun idea, and that would be really fun. Because I miss playing Slayer, a free-for-all Slayer with a bunch of friends, and I can't do that anymore because I don't have a whole lot of friends anymore, and I've kind of thrown what I did have away to the wind, as I tend to do. But hopefully those are things that'll come in the future. There are some other things in terms of games that I'm working on, Specifically, an old game that I said I would never go back to, because I did way too much of it. But I'm not talking about Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 is done unless there's something incredibly amazing that's added in the future. I have no intentions of doing any more Xenoverse 2 videos. I've kind of killed my addiction to Xenoverse 2 by borking my mod list. My mod list, I can't even run my game anymore properly. Like, there's way too much broken. Like, the whole hub world is broken. I can't even load any of my CACs. Because something in the core files is broken, and I don't have the patience to fix it. So I've kind of killed my addiction. Eventually, I want to do some more Skyrim stuff, specifically Enderall stuff, because I have Enderall now, and for those of you who don't know, Enderall is a total conversion mod for Skyrim. That is technically completely separate from Skyrim because it's technically its own game, just made in the game engine. But I really want to play some of that because I want to figure out what's up with it, because I've been wanting to play it for a while, because when I got into Skyrim modding, I learned about Enderall really early, and was intrigued, but I never really pursued after it until now, because I can't play most of my Skyrim mods either, so my addiction to Skyrim is killed too. So I'm free from gaming addiction for a while, until I get my new computer, because I fully intend to go back to at least Skyrim. I do intend to go back to at least Skyrim. I am not making any promises to ever go back to Xenoverse 2, because I've played way too much of that. I think I have 1,400 hours logged on my game, and it probably would be higher. It would probably be closer to 2,000 at this point, if I were still able to play the game. But thankfully, quote unquote, thankfully, I can't, because I have played it a lot. I've played it too much, to be honest. I've never done any of the online stuff. It's all been strictly mods. So I've basically been just doing vanilla stuff over and over and over and over again, because I'm just addicted to the combat mechanics. Because I've mastered them so much that I could probably rock online battles at this point, but I'm not making any claim to that, and I don't intend to ever prove it, because I don't think I'll ever be I don't even think I'm going to have Xenoverse 2 installed on my next PC. Anyway, I'm completely off topic. But there are some things that I want to do with an older game that I dropped a long time ago, that I dropped so much that I completely left unfinished one of the modes in it. So there's your little hint for that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But only if it works. If it doesn't work, too bad. Because if it doesn't work, that's fine. But I'm hoping to at least get it to work to the point where I can actually play it. What else is there to talk about? There are going to be almost none, and I mean none, of the longer Let's Plays that I normally do here in the near future, because I'm saving that for future games that I will be playing on my new PC. Mainly DMC5, Resident Evil 7, the Resident Evil 3 remake that's coming out. I'm going to be playing that. I'll probably play Resident Evil 2, the remake, on my own time. Uh, See, part of me hopes they completely remake Resident Evil 4. I really, really hope they do that, because Resident Evil 4 is my favorite, but also seeing a completely modernized version of that would be amazing, but also terrifying. Because there are still parts in that game that scare me to this day, and that unnerve me to this day. The suits of armor, the giant fish in the lake, the regenerators. Good God, the regenerators are the scariest enemies ever. But to be fair, it was mostly a combat game. But in a lot of ways, the combat was very stressful. And in a lot of not very good ways, the enemies were kind of not very good. Especially the final boss. The final boss was so easy, you probably wouldn't even had to have upgraded your weapons for the entire game. But oh god, what else was there? Doom. Doom. Oh, I need to do Doom. And then when Doom Eternal comes out, which is this month, in a couple of weeks actually, uh and I'm sure Mark and Jack will do full Let's Plays of them. I'll be behind in all of that because I won't be able to play it until I get my new system, and I'll probably be doing almost all of these games all at the same time. So I'll be trying to have a good variety of games on my channel at that point. Cuz all at once I'll be doing DMC5, I'll be doing Resident Evil 7, and I'll be doing Doom all at the same time. I'll be doing those 3 games and Prey all at the same time. So I'll be playing 4 different games all at the same time, which is going to be a monumental challenge, because remembering keyboard controls for 4 separate games is going to be immensely difficult. Except DMC5. DMC5, I won't be using a mouse and keyboard. I use controller for DMC5. I'll be using controller for DMC5. So I'll be kind of cheating, because apparently people who use controllers are pansies. But I was a gamer back in the day. The first time I picked up a controller and got good at it, like, console gaming is still gaming. Just because you have a controller in my hand. A controller is no different than a keyboard. To be fair, a keyboard has more versatility, but I don't know. I'm just making arguments for things that I don't need to argue about. Ugh, excuse me. I'm tired. I don't know. I'm gonna put this at the end of the video for those of you who actually care and whatnot. I've been really, 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 really thinking about just completely leaving Discord, because I've kind of ruined it for myself, throwing away all my friends like that. By leaving the roleplay team, I've kind of just completely abandoned it at this point, and it's my fault. It's no one's fault. It's my fault, and that's just how I am. Like, I'm sure one day I'll want to come back, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. unless I can patch things up with Mania, I don't think I will be staying on Discord. I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking about it. Don't take that out of context. I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided yet. I just, at this point, I'm seeing very little reason for me to stay. Because I'm not part of the roleplay team. I'm not involved in anything else. I literally only have my videos to do ever. And not being involved in something bigger lately has gotten to me a lot. It really has. Like, psychologically, it's really brought me down. And I don't know. Because I learned, I'm not going to say like I've walked away and I learned nothing. I've learned a lot from being in role plays and voice acting in general. It's definitely more difficult than people give it credit, but I feel like I have a handle on it now. One of these days, I'll just make a SoundCloud for all my random things that I come up with in my head. Because you never know who's going to stumble across that and find your voice and have use for that. You never know. Like, I've been thinking about it because I've done a lot of different voices. Not for role plays. Good God, no. I've done a lot of different voices for different things in my off time, just messing around with some stuff. My natural voice, not with my voice modulator, because I do have a voice modulation, but it's mostly just a toy at this stage. I don't really have a really good use for it. It doesn't have quite the settings that I would like for it to enhance my voice for certain things, because there are certain things that I wanted to do with it that I can't do with it because it doesn't have that much versatility. It has a lot of versatility, but not as much as I'd hoped. Like if I had a Go XLR or something, I'd be able to do great things with that because I just go nuts with it. But anyway, that's all my thoughts that I have right now. I'm not like super down. I'm actually in a really great mood. Um Not in a mood enough to record tonight. I have to go to the gym and then I'm going to come home and crash, and tomorrow is my prep day for night maintenance and I do that overnight. I work 7-hour shifts for that. I work a 7-hour night maintenance and then I work a 12-hour shift the day after that. So that's why Thursdays are always my roughest days. But technically, that's my other day off, but it really doesn't feel like it because Wednesday and Thursday kind of blend together when you've been awake for 15, 16 hours. And then have to be up more to get back into a regular sleep schedule. So it's difficult but doable. I've been doing it a long time at this point. It's doable. And I want that Tuesday because that fills in most of the hours that I miss if I don't. Because that's 7 hours out of my 30. Out of my, this week I have 34 hours, and that's pretty close to where I want to be at, which is that 35 to 40. and I'm sure I'll pick up random extra bits of hours here and there, and that'll kind of fill in that 35. So, anyway, I'm done talking. Um, I'm glad I was able to get all my thoughts out. I'm glad I have an actual plan for this next coming month and a half almost, because it's going to take a very long time, because I don't expect to be able to order my computer until like the second or third week of April, and then even then I have to wait till May for it to come in. So I'll be very, very behind, I imagine. So hopefully I'll be able to figure it out. My tax return should be able to help a lot. I don't know if I don't remember. I think I filed it a while ago. So it should be coming in anytime at this point. So anyway, thanks for listening to my random thoughts. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Bye.